Okay, we're going to continue on with our lesson on limits. First thing you do is you come in here and you cross out the title because it doesn't make sense and change it to algebraic techniques to find limits. I'm going to fix that next year. All right, always begin with direct substitution, okay? Always. The thing is sometimes you plug it in, you get an answer. Sometimes you plug it in and you get 0 over 0. That's indeterminate. Determinate, which means you have to do something. Do something. Okay? Now, first you start out by you completely factor the problem. That will always help. Simplify and cross things out. Clean it up. If necessary, rationalize the numerator, not the denominator. Okay? So this first one, what happens when you plug in 4? You get 16 minus 16 over 4 minus 4. You get 0 over 0. That means it's indeterminate. It means you have to do something. It doesn't mean stop. Always factor first. Try that first. If it works, it makes your life easy. So this is x minus 4, x plus 4 over x minus 4. Oops. And cross them out. And now I'm taking the limit as x goes to 4 of x plus 4. I plug in the 4 and I get 4 plus 4, and that's 8. Anybody know what the graph is? What does the graph look like? Yep, you're right. Line with a hole in it. I'm going to ask you that a lot. I want you to be able to picture graphs in your head quickly. A quick sketch. Know what they look like. All right? Okay, what happens when you plug in -1? You get 0 over 0. Always check. Okay? It might give you an answer and you're done. Remember, if you get 0 over 16, that's equal to 0, and that's an answer and you're done. Okay? This is not done. So here we are. We're going to factor again. 2x minus 3, x plus 1, x minus 3, oops, x minus 3, x plus 1. Let's clean that up. That doesn't look very nice. X minus 3. You need to know how to factor and factor quickly. Practice, practice, practice. Okay? If you need practice, let me know. I'll get you some. All right, those cross out. I now have the limit as x goes to -1 of 2x minus 3 and x minus 3. I plug in my -1, do the math. I get -2 minus 3 is -5. -1 minus 3 is -4. So my answer is 5 over 4. Factor, factor, factor. Okay? Sometimes they're going to give you an equation with variables in it. Now I have a minus a over a cubed minus a cubed. That's still 0 over 0. It's still indeterminate. It still means you have to do something. This is where factoring the difference of cubes comes in. So this is x minus a times a, oh, no, sorry, x squared plus ab plus, oh, dang it, plus xa plus a squared. And now these cross out. So now I'm taking the limit as x approaches a. Don't forget the 1 on top. Algebra is our biggest mistake in calculus class. I plug, oh, x is going to a. That's an a. So now I have 1 over a squared plus a squared plus a squared. Is that supposed to be a minus? This should be a minus, sorry. That should be a minus. So this is a minus, and your answer is 1 over a squared. I make mistakes. You have to pay attention. This one I'm going to let you figure out on your own. I think you can figure out how to factor that. Okay? Let me know if you need some help. All right. Now, this is where we rationalize the numerator. All right? Because first check, plug in 9, you get the square root of 9 minus 3 over 9 minus 9, and you get 0 over 0. Always check. You might get an answer, and you don't have to do this. All right, to rationalize, you have the square root of x minus 3, x minus 9. You're going to multiply by its conjugate. Conjugates, remember, you change the sign in between. You have to do the same thing to the top that you do to the bottom. Okay, in algebra class, you rationalize denominators a lot, so you could add fractions. Now we're rationalizing the numerator so we can get an answer. Okay, when I multiply x, square root of x times square root of x, you get x. This gives me a negative 3 root x. This gives me positive 3 root x, so it goes away. And negative 3 times 3 is negative 9. The bottom is still x minus 9, and this is square root of x plus 3. You'll notice I did not FOIL those because now I can cross these out. And this problem becomes the limit as x approaches 9 of 1 over the square root of x plus 3. When you plug in 9, you get 1 over the square root of 9, which is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. PG. Okay, let's do it again. Plug in 0. You get square root of 1 minus 1 over 0. You get 0 over 0. Indeterminate. Indeterminate means you have to do something else. So we're going to rationalize our numerator. X plus 1 minus 1 over x times the square root of x plus 1 plus 1. Remember, you change that sign to get a conjugate. 1 plus 1. Square root times the square root gives me x plus 1. The middle term falls out, and then I get a minus 1, and that's over x times the square root of x plus 1 plus 1. This simplifies to just an x on top. Right? Positive 1, negative 1 go away. Oh, your x's go away. And so now I'm taking the limit as x goes to 0 of 1 over the square root of x plus 1 plus 1. And so you end up with 1/2 for your answer. Nice stuff. Easy peasy. Okay, we've got to do the next one because you're going, well, don't I just put it on the bottom and life's good? No, it doesn't work out that way. Okay, last one. First place, plug in negative 3. So now I got the square root of 4 minus 2 over 0, which is 0 over 0. Indeterminate. Don't stop. Keep going. Do something. And x plus 7 minus 2 over x plus 3. The conjugate, x plus 7 plus 2. Square root of x plus 7 plus 2. Square roots multiply and you get x plus 7. The middle term goes out because you get a negative and you get a positive. Negative 2 times positive 2 is negative 4. This is x plus 3. Oop. This is the square root of x plus 7 plus 2. The top simplifies into x plus 3. The bottom is x plus 3 times the square root of x plus 7 plus 2. These guys cross out. So now I've got the limit as x goes to negative 3 of 1 over square root of x plus 7. Oh, got to shorten that up a little bit. My square root only covers that. Plus 2. And you get square root of 4, which is 2. So 1 over 2 plus 2 is 4, and that's your answer. Not bad stuff. All right? Okay, I'm going to stop again before we learn the next technique. Okay, so far we've done direct substitution. Okay, I'm going to sneak that in here. Direct substitution. We've done factoring. And we've done rationalizing the numerator. Rationalize numerator. Okay, our next technique is to add fractions. So I'm going to stop and start a new one. See you in the next video.